Providing visual representations when teaching students about a topic is an extremely effective way to help them understand a concept and remember it more effectively. This is why I really like the SmartArt feature inside of Microsoft Word. Let's take a look at how to utilize SmartArt. Right now, I'm on a document, and here are the stages of mitosis, something I've had to teach in my biology course, and probably the most important thing you'll ever learn. Just kidding about that. Now, this appears the way that I've typically seen it represented, as a list of steps that students had to memorize. But I really don't think it gets the point across about what mitosis is, that it's a cycle which cells go through. So I'm going to use SmartArt to create a quick diagram or illustration of the stages of mitosis. In order to do this, I'm going to go up to the top and click on Insert. And from here, I want to select SmartArt. When I do this, I get this pop-up box that allows me to choose the style of SmartArt that I want. They have lists, processes, cycles, hierarchies, relationships, and more. In this case, this is a cycle, so I want to select Cycle. Once I do that, I have several options that I can choose from. I'm going to choose this one right here. I'll click on that and then click OK. Now, it's going to insert it here where I had my cursor. And if I scroll up, you can see that it is a diagram that's blank, and I need to fill it in. Now, another thing that popped up here is the text pane. And if this doesn't appear, you can get it to show up by clicking in the upper left on Text pane. Now, from here, I can start entering in the information that I want to appear in the chart. Here, I have 5 little bullet points, and I have 5 stages of mitosis, but that is purely coincidence. If you had 7 things you needed to show, you can easily go into the text pane. I'll click Enter, Enter, and as you can see, once I do that, it changes this image to fit accordingly, hence the name SmartArt. So in here, I don't need 7, so I'm going to simply delete and delete that. It changes it back to a 5-step process. And then I'm going to go up to the top and start entering in the different stages. So I have interphase. And notice as I type these in, it adjusts the font size to fit into the chart accordingly. I'm going to go to the next one here. Type in the next stage, and then I'll continue to enter these in. Okay, so once I have all of them entered in, I can go ahead and click somewhere off of that. And as you can see, it now enters in this stages of mitosis in the form of a cycle. And I really like this illustration. I think it does a better job of emphasizing what mitosis is and the fact that it's a cycle. Now, if I want to change this a bit, I can go ahead and do that. I'll click here on my SmartArt, and you'll notice that one thing I can do right away is to decide if I want this thing to be wrapped. So in other words, to appear in front of text, behind text, or something else. The other thing though, when I click on it, you'll notice up here at the top that we get a tab for SmartArt tools for design and for format. So first of all, under design, here you can see that I can change the design of this. I can click and it changes these accordingly. You can even go with some 3-dimensional options. I like the look of that. And then when I'm done, I can decide if I want to change the colors. In this case, they're all blue, but let's say that I wanted to make them a different color. I can definitely go ahead and do that. I'll change it to this one right here. Now, you can also change the text inside of here if you want to make that larger or more bold. You need to go into the text pane, select it, and then you can use the rich text editor here to change that by making it bold, changing the size or type of font. Now you also have, when you click on this, the Format tab up at the top. And here you can format different things like the shape fills. If you're going to add in text and different things like that, you can change it. So there's a lot that you can do with this. Now I want to show a couple different examples that I have. One is right here, just a quick thing that I created of Bloom's taxonomy, but I think a great way to illustrate it. And this took about 1 minute to create using SmartArt. Another example is hierarchies. And in here we have hierarchies. I can go in and change them. And on something like this, you even have the ability to add images. So right here, I could click on the image icon inside of here. I'll say that I want from a file on my desktop, and I'll put a picture of me. And there I am at the top of the hierarchy. All right. So that is how you can create a hierarchy. I'm going to go back up to the top and click on Insert and SmartArt again. And I recommend that you go through these and explore the different options you have for creating these illustrations. Now take advantage of this feature and turn some of your content into illustrations that will stand out and help students understand it better.